And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Apologies for the barnet, just had my haircut and you know what it's like guys. After you've had your haircut, all over the place, need a shower and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I'll have that very, very soon. But guys, anyway, I wanted to come live and discuss a transfer twist that is being, going around in Scottish media at this moment in time. And we're having a bit of conflicting opinions from 2 or 3 different sources throughout the sort of Rangers space, throughout the Scottish media space, and throughout the sort of transfer space as it is. And that's, of course, with regards to one of our targets that reportedly we had agreed a deal for. We'll get to that in a moment. Of course, this morning I put up a video. I just started reading the comments and a lot of you weren't in favour for that video that I put up. But basically I was suggesting that Rangers should go on and sign Pepe, and Rangers fans are not happy with that suggestion. But one thing I would say before everyone's turning up here, everyone's gone on contradicting myself about older players. No, I like the club going in for the younger players and all that kind of stuff. But there's some people truly in the comments comparing Pepe to the likes of Balogun and what they've gone on to achieve in their careers is completely different. And I like Balogun, by the way, and I think he can do a great job. But I was talking about experience. I still do believe Pepe is a far superior defender to Balogun, and we've offered him a deal. So it was just something out there. I don't think Rangers will entertain the idea of signing Pepe, but I just, I'm still standing by it. As much as the hate that I got from everybody, I still stand by it. I would like to see Rangers sign Pepe, but that's just my opinion on that one. Anyway, moving on to the transfer twist, guys. You remember this boy here, Kabadai? Of course, Yusuf Kabadai is a player that Rangers have been linked to. Florian Plettenberg, the top journalists throughout German football, was out there discussing that Rangers, are working on a deal to try and sign him. He was a subject of a lot of interest. However, a twist emerged a few hours ago that stating from Turkey, out in Turkey, stating that Van Bronckhorst's Besiktas were very close to getting a deal done for the player, with talks of Bayern progressing well. The report added that the Black and Whites wanted the 20-year-old who has roots in Turkey last season, but he opted for a loan in Schalke. However, this of course got Rangers fans on the defensive and thinking, well, what the heck is going on here? Because it's saying that we have reportedly agreed a deal for him as well. But as I said, it's a weird twist at this moment in time that nobody really knows much. Inside Rangers sources are stating that Rangers are still confident they're going to get the deal over the line. However, some sources are stating that Fenerbahce and Besiktas are working on a deal for the player. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I have no idea what's going on at this moment in time. But as stated, inside Rangers sources are stating that the deal is still on for us. But Turkish sources are stating that the deal is on for Besiktas and for Fenerbahce. So again, I'm not too sure where to stand on this one at this moment in time, as stated. I don't know personally, but I'm just going with what I'm seeing at this moment in time. And in Turkey, it's stating that Besiktas and Fenerbahce are working on a deal, primarily Besiktas, but inside Rangers sources are stating that the deal is still on for us. So it might be one of those situations that we just have to wait and see. The reason why I'm bringing it to you is because this kind of situation started with that Cordoba. Remember the defender Cordoba that apparently we had agreed a deal for. He came out to Kilmarnock to come and see a game it looked like it was all but done and he was signing for Rangers. Then all of a sudden we started to hear from Panamanian sources that Norwich were in negotiations for the player, and then all of a sudden inside Rangers sources were stating, oh no, the deal's still on, and then all of a sudden the next day he's signing for Norwich. So again, you sometimes don't really know the correlation. Sometimes when I'm looking at both reputable sources, some of the inside Rangers sources, some of the Scottish media sources are reputable, but then you're looking at the Turkish sources that are also reputable, and then you can't really make it out. So I sometimes believe that no one really knows at some points in the transfer window, but I just felt like I would bring it to you anyway, that there could be a twist on the cards. As said, Rangers inside sources are stating that the deal is still on for Kabay, and then Turkish sources are stating that Besiktas are working on a deal for Kabay. Either way, he's not held the scarf above his head yet, so obviously can still be in the motion of being hijacked at this moment in time, despite us reportedly agreeing a deal. So I just felt like I'd bring it to you anyway. and discuss it. Again, I'm not saying it's gospel. I'm not saying he's going to Turkey, and I'm not saying he's going to Rangers. I'm just simply bringing you what the media is saying at this moment in time with regards to the transfer saga. Turkish sources, again to conclude, are saying that Besiktas are working on a deal and are very close. Inside Rangers sources are stating that Rangers are still working on the deal. So we'll have to wait and see with regards to that one. Now, following this, guys, as it just came on, Moroccan sources are really pushing this narrative with regards to Hamza Igamane. Of course, a player that's being linked with us. It was reported late last week that Rangers had agreed a deal for the player for £1.5 million. And again, on that one, we've not really heard too much developments on our side in terms of the inside Rangers sources and Rangers sources or Scottish media sources, but a lot of the Moroccan sources that actually broke the story are starting to say that the deal is done. But until I sort of see from a source that I trust, I'm not done dealing this just yet. But an update for you there on that one is that Moroccan sources are stating that one is progressing and it pretty much is a done deal for Hamza Igamane. We'll have to wait and see though until I get a bit of traction on how I feel with regards to it. So a bit of to and fro at this moment in time with regards to our transfer targets. And one thing I would say that, I like a bit of competition for transfer targets because then you know that the players are in demand. You know, the players last year that we were dealing with and the players that we were being linked to last year, no one had heard of them really and no one really wanted them. So Rangers were having free hits of these transfers and they turned out to be shite. So the fact that we're shopping in a market now where there's a lot of competition, I've almost felt like every single player we're going in for, there's a lot of competition. You know, there's a lot of teams trying to hijack deals, whether we've been Cordoba, who we missed out on. Whether it be Romari, who is a player that we want, other clubs are interested in him. Connor Barron is a player that loads of clubs wanted. Yefti is a player that clubs have wanted as well. So at least we're shopping in the right direction, I suppose. And actually, these players are in demand. And, I don't mind a little bit of competition. But as long as we're getting the deals over the line. But we're the latest on Kabayi, guys. Obviously, the main story of today, a bit of contradiction. Turkey is saying that Besiktas are closing in on a deal. And as stated, decent sources out in Turkey. I'm not saying they're crap. Turkish sources are actually usually bang on the money when it comes to their transfer news, and they don't really sit around with speculation and BS. Just since I've been doing this game on Rangers YouTube, Turkish sources are always pretty much bang on. So it's an interesting one to maybe keep an eye on. But again, equally, inside Rangers sources have been very, very reputable as well. So they're stating that it's a green deal on there. So we'll have to just wait and see on that one. But until the scarf's over the head, troops, as we know with Cordoba, it's not done dealed, it's not sealed and delivered, but I'll keep you up to date with regards to it as the saga moves on. But Rangers fans, that's kind of all I've really got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I am dropping a video tonight, which I'm really, really excited about. It's maybe the first of a new series. It's with regards to a deep dive to our new signings. A lot of money goes into it in terms of the analysis. If any of you are familiar with some of my other work, you would have probably seen a channel dedicated to deep dives and tactical deep dives on players. I'm bringing it to Rangers tonight, so I hope you enjoy it. As I said, a lot of money invested into it, high production, but I hope you guys can enjoy it. Maybe to put the notification bell on, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you'll be alerted when it goes live, hopefully around 6 or 7 tonight. So yeah, keep your eye out for it, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, look after yourselves. In fact, get your comments down in the comment section below.